Hello, my fellow misfits. Good to see you again. It's a real exciting time for those of you that have been following me on my facial hair journey. For those of you that know, I was rocking the eternal 5 o'clock shadow for years, just kind of the perfect amount of scruff not to look like a prepubescent boy, but not enough to technically be described as a manly beard. Okay. It was more vacation beard light and less Viking warrior. So, earlier this year, I decided to start dabbling with my facial hair scenarios, and I decided to try out the 1970s gay porn mustache. That one was pretty fun. The only downside is that a couple days in, the mustache gave me chlamydia. So, didn't even know that was medically possible, but checked with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT told me nothing to worry about. That's completely normal for that type of mustache, which, relaxed me a bit. And they recommended that I just slather on some antibiotics and some mustache wax. And sure enough, cleared up within a week. So good to go. And this current incarnation of my beard, I'm referring to as hobo chic. It's sort of lies on the spectrum between handsome and you've really let yourself go. But it is the type of beard where I can feel comfortable blending in with mainstream society. And also I can feel comfortable blending in with my bros down at the railroad tracks. So it's a very versatile beard. And for those of you that are on the edge of your seat wondering what I've got next in terms of my beard, buckle up because it's a little something that I'm referring to as the Rasputin. I started out the new year real gung ho. I had a real long list of New Year's resolutions and I was ready to tackle them all at once. I'm going to stop drinking alcohol. I'm going to stop smoking weed, stop drinking coffee. I'm going to start walking more, going to start running more, going to start trotting more. Maybe I want to be a horse. I don't know. Let's try it out. And I just dove all in and tried doing them all at once. And it turns out by January 4th, I was like, fuck this. Fuck this. And I sat down by myself in a corner and ate an entire bag of Cool Ranch Doritos in defeat and despair and in protest. And decided I needed to try a different tactic. So I decided to systematically go after them one at a time rather than spinning all these plates in the air and trying to tackle them all at once. I thought it might be more manageable to do baby steps, as I often talk about, right? So I decided to stop smoking weed. That was number one, and check that one off the list. I haven't smoked weed in 6 months, so yay me. Next up was alcohol, so cross that one off the list. I'm currently 2 months plus not drinking alcohol. And for the first time in like 25 years, I'm actually sober for the first time. So I'm super proud of myself, pat on the back. I honestly never thought that I could do it. I knew in the back of my head that, of course, I could, but like I thought, I don't know how I'm going to do this. But sure enough, here I am sober and happy, and I thought like I just want to celebrate and give myself a little treat for doing such a good job. So I started smoking crack and started smoking crack, and it's fantastic. For those of you that haven't tried it, I love the crack. My sock drawer is now super organized, so that's a big plus. Getting a lot of house cleaning done in like half the time, so didn't ever expect that. And so I'm sober for the first time ever. Well, or semi-sober, depending on your views on crack and how strict you want to be about that. I know it's kind of a gray area, but mostly sober. But the bottom line is, guys, my toilet, sparkling clean. If you're wondering where I've been driving for Uber. So I haven't had a lot of time to do content. I've been busy. I'm trying to get back on the saddle here. And in the meantime, I've been taking notes while driving Uber. And I've got a lot of fun stories for you guys that I'm going to share with you today. And if you enjoy these, oh, there's plenty more to come, so buckle up. As a suburban white man, I often have a hard time understanding what certain black people say when they get into the car. And I'm not racist. I'll explain it to you. For example, the other day I had an older black man who was missing several teeth. And he got into my car and he goes, "Hey, man, you got a smooth whip." Now, immediately, I think he's throwing some racist shit at me, like insinuating I'm some sort of plantation owner and he's complimenting my smooth whip or something. I don't know what he's talking about. But as it turns out, telling somebody they have a smooth whip is African American vernacular for, excuse me, my good man. You have a fantastic automobile. So I said thank you as I casually try to push the whip I have under my front seat out of his line of sight. Like, I don't need him to see that. I don't need to have that whole conversation. Don't act like I'm the only white guy that has a whip under his front seat. It's for safety purposes only, not racist purposes. It gets wild at night driving the Uber. Yes, I have a whip on hand. Don't judge me. Another time I pulled up to the curb and there was this tall black guy standing there. So he opens up the back passenger door and just stood there, like not getting into the car. And he goes, "Hey, bro, can you give my knees some love?" Now, at first I thought I misunderstood him. Like, what did he just say? So I look back and make him repeat himself and he goes, "Give my knees some love, bro." So I glanced over and sure enough, I mean, his knees were pretty ashy. So as a courtesy, I reach into my center console to grab the guy some lotion. And it's then that I realized that the front seat is pushed all the way back and he's asking for some extra leg room. And I went, oh, okay. So anyway, I pushed the seat forward. He finally gets in. And at the next red light, I do end up moisturizing his knees for him. And I got a pretty good tip for it. So it ended up being worth it. But now we know what give my knees some love means. So I had this other black guy get into the car. He's probably in his 20s, and I happened to be listening to a political podcast. So he chimes in from the back seat and he's like, "Hey, bro, like, tell me your thoughts on the state of the world." And I had to pause because it's such a broad question. I didn't know where he wanted me to start from. I didn't know if he wanted to talk about Iran or illegal immigration and the ICE raids or how our reptilian overlords have been manipulating and controlling humanity for their own nefarious pursuits and global domination. And so as it turns out, I probably shouldn't have started with the reptiles because he asked me to pull over immediately and got out of the car and ran away as fast as he could. So I'm learning, guys, how to engage people in conversation and then not scare them. So should have started with Israel. Then I got a segue into Epstein. And then once they're warmed up, we can start talking about the reptilian shapeshifters. So that's a lesson learned. That's a lesson learned. Got to ease into these sorts of things. So working my way into it, guys. I had this other guy who's sitting in my front seat and he just keeps staring at my right arm, at my tattoos, just kind of like obviously glancing down, looking forward. After about 10 minutes into the ride, he finally just randomly says, "Hey, man, I fuck with your tattoos." And I'd never heard that particular phrase before. So I immediately, of course, thought that he wanted to have sexual intercourse with my right forearm. Uh, but as it turns out, he was saying sick tats, bro. Okay, I got it. But at the end of the ride, I mean, he did end up having sex with my right arm, but let's just say it's a good thing that I had all those extra McDonald's napkins in the glove compartment. I knew they'd eventually come in handy, and that was the day. So we'll leave it there for now. I have plenty more stories to tell you guys. So if you enjoyed this, follow me on whatever platform you prefer. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm not on Facebook because I'm not 50 plus, but I'm on YouTube. I post regularly on my stories on Instagram if that's your thing, but more to come. Stay tuned.